welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Shazam, Furies of God stars Zachary Levi. Billy Battinson and his fellow foster kids are still learning how to juggle teenage life with their adult superhero alter egos when a new ancient villain appears and wants to steal their powers. Love the first Shazam movie. I thought it was great. It was like a lightning in the bottle, and it wasn't really trying to pun, Shazam there. But it was a fun movie. It was lighthearted. It was something that the DCEU needed. And it's time of in the time period where the DCU was trying to figure out what it was trying to be. And Shazam was one of the bright spots of the DCU at the time. And so I was looking forward for Shazam 2. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, okay, it looks decent. Doesn't look as good as the first one. And next, when the time came more to it, the next trailer came out. I was like, okay, all right, sure. I'm still gonna go see it. Kind of curious what is gonna happen. And next, they freaking on the last week, they just kind of spoiled everything with the TV spots. Apparently, one of the TV spots is the, is the ending. And I looked it up and I was like, this is literally just the ending. And the ending is also in the fucking trailer. And it's like, why would you do that to your own movie? I get the DCU itself is not a thing anymore. So like these type of movies, besides maybe The Flash, don't matter anymore to you, but you still need to make profit off of them. It's this because of that, just the TV spots itself, it's gonna hurt your your revenue that you're going to get from this, because I guarantee less people are going to go see this movie. It's definitely not going to do as well as the first one, but I think it's going to do even worse than Black Adam, and I think this one's a little bit better than Black Adam. It's not saying that much, but it is a little bit better. And so what's the movie overall? The movie is fine. It's there's enjoyable moments. Like there's parts where I was like laughing and having a good time, but the first couple of minutes before everything starts happening was really annoying. I hate it. I forget his character's name. I don't know why. Jack Dylan's Grazer's character. I don't know his character's name. His character was getting on my fucking nerves throughout this whole entire movie. Honestly, because the thing is, I kind of sort of like let it slide in the first movie because he was sort of annoying in that one, but I kind of let it slide because like he did have a somewhat character arc. Here he kind of just reverts back into his old ways just for a different reason, but then that thing just drags out for the whole entire movie, and he sort of doesn't go through any character arc himself. None of the characters really go through a character arc besides Billy, Asher, Angel, and Zachary Levi's character. They're the only one that that's the only character that goes through any sort of character arc to be undone at the end of the movie. So yeah, the ending itself I don't like. I find the ending stupid, and the way that they were going for, I was like, okay, at least you have the decency to go this far, but then you do this, and it's like, what's the even point of this? And so the ending itself, I'm like, this is dumb. I hate that. Okay, what? Whatever. And so there's basically already a 20%, or actually, well, so the first act and basically the final 15 minutes, combine that together, there's already like 30% of a movie I don't like. And there's other pieces throughout the whole entire movie that work and don't work. For some reason, at the beginning of the movie, when we see our first villains, they sort of have this capability to turn people into zombies and whisper random things in people's ears and making people go crazy. But then they just but then they just freeze everyone. And it's like, what? And it's like, what? Why? Okay, why did you even bother having this chaos if you had the capability of freezing everyone and just making your job a lot easier? No, like, I don't, I guess they think that they're better than everyone, but it's just dumb writing. And so, and next there's another whole point in the movie where they need to get this thing, and they have the thing in their hand, but they use it as a joke by tossing it to someone else, giving it back to the villain after they just took it. So there's a lot of dumb moments in this film like that. And it's like, well, the movie could have just ended right there if you know, didn't do that. But there's good moments like the fighting. I enjoy some fight scenes. The CGI for some of the monsters later on in the movie don't look great, but the fight between the dragon was was fun and interesting. Yeah, what can I really say about this movie? It's some jokes land, some don't. I mean, it's one way to pass the time, I guess. But by the time it's the second weekend, everyone's going to be forgetting about it. John Wick 4 will be out, and that movie will kick the box office and kick basically Shazam out of here and like killing it for good, because John Wick's what's going to dominate the box office for a bit before, I guess, before Mario comes out. I guarantee you then that one is going to take its route. But yeah, this is a movie in a dead universe. So basically you're just kind of going in to see like what is this character's up to until we get James Gunn's new movies, and it works for what it is. But they still try to connect the DCEU for some reason. I'm like, these are scenes that you should just take out. Like, there's literally post-credit scenes trying to set up a movie that we will never get. So I don't know I don't know why they even bother leaving it in there in the first place. Like, there's a lot of scenes that they could have taken out that don't matter. And honestly, this movie did feel long at some points. Like, I was feeling it in the middle of the portion of the movie. But yeah, it's a nice message to like grow out of your own, like grow as your own person type of deal. But besides that, there isn't really anything else to this movie. It's a little bit better than Black Adam, and I believe I get Black Adam a little bit credit by giving it a D+. I'm gonna give Shazam's Gods of the Furies a C-. If you want to pass some time, if you want to take the kids out, you can do that. I think it'll do the job. But if you're like someone like me that wants to go see a movie, go see Scream. I think you will have a way better time with that one. And I will be doing a spoiler review on that soon. That one will be going up later today as well. So be a lookout for that one as well if you guys are curious on my spoiler thoughts, since I couldn't really go into some details in my normal review. But yeah, there is a Willem Dafoe movie out. I might go check that one out. If that one's any good, I'll see what that happens with. But besides that, it's a nice weekend to stay inside. I mean, play some video games. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is on its way. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys at next review. Bye, guys.